So guys, let's talk about all of the things that I have experienced while I was doing 15 Jews in a day. First thing that I have noticed is that you need some physical strength, and even if you have some strength, you still need to train yourself, because this is not something that we do in everyday life. These are the kind of challenges that our body is not used to, so we must train ourselves. I started to train myself on 28th of June 2025. Even in Mission Flawless Flow, if you look at the way I am reciting every day, I am getting myself trained. But in order to do this big challenge, I need myself to undergo furthermore training. After when I completed 10 Jews in Mission Flawless Flow on 14th of May 2025, I increased my revision of previous portion to 1 manzil, which is approximately 5 Jews a day. Basically, the training I need is to make my muscles stronger enough that I can recite 15 Jews in 1 day. And you know what's the toughest part of this training? It is to sit and focus continuously on reciting. That is the most difficult thing in this challenge, because in order for me to complete 15 Jews in 1 day, which I have never tried, so it was my first time doing it, so I need to make myself continuously doing this thing. And in 1 day we only have 24 hours. Within those 24 hours I need to complete. That's why I didn't took a break, and I had to train myself so that I'll be able to sit, focus and continuously recite. And the main challenge was, I was reciting previously when I did 10 Jews in a day. I did it in 4 hours and a few minutes. But at that time my recitation speed was a little bit slower. As you guys suggested me, for 15 Jews you need to speed up a little bit, so I increased my speed. While I was reciting, I recorded a small audio, and my speed was like
سلام عليكم بما صبرتم فنعم عقبى الدار والذين ينقضون عهد الله من بعد ميثاقه ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك لهم اللعنة ولهم سوء الدار. الله يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر وفرحوا بالحياة الدنيا وما الحياة الدنيا في الآخرة إلا متاع ويقول الذين كفروا لولا أنزل عليه آية من ربه قل إن الله يضل من يشاء ويهدي إليه من أناب الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات طوبى لهم وحسن مآب كذلك أرسلناك في أمة قد خلت من قبلها لتتلو عليهم الذي أوحينا إليك وهم يكفرون بالرحمن قل هو ربي لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وإليه متاب ولو أن قرآنا سيرت به الجبال أو قطعت به الأرض أو كلم به الموتى بل لله الأمر جميعا أفلم ييأس الذين آمنوا أن لو يشاء الله لهدى الناس جميعا ولا يزال الذين كفروا تصيبهم.
So that was my speed while I was reciting. I tried to maintain the speed as well as took care of makharij. I know it's not up to the mark, but I am improving myself. Reciting Quran is all about miracles. And if you are someone who is taking this challenge, let me share with you the miracles that happened to me. First, cool weather out of nowhere. Even in weather forecast, it wasn't mentioned there. The day I started the training, I need to get out of the room where we have air cons, the comfortable environment basically. I need to get myself in the environment where I can focus peacefully and without distractions. So we have a room in our house which has the highest temperature, and a normal human can't sit there for a few minutes, which is an advantage for me. Because of that, I don't have any distractions there. So guys, for the first day of training, I went there, and as soon as I said, it was hardly 1 hour I recited, and suddenly the weather started to change, and it felt like aircon has been installed in that room. It became so cool, guys, that even I was astonished, and it remained cooled during my training time. It took me almost 7 days to train myself. After that, I was able to recite 15 Jews in a single day on 5th July 2025. The day when I started to recite 15 Jews, it was so hot that I was so much drenched in the sweat. But believe me guys, even drenched in sweat, I wasn't feeling anything unpleasant. Even I was enjoying the process while I was reciting. And this also gave me an idea about how Sahabas were doing the task that in this world right now seems to us impossible, so difficult task, but they were doing it happily. I just had a 0.0001% of how they felt, because they have a level of iman so high. They have holy prophet among them, and we also know that how Hazrat Ali used to pray. I think if you have the love of Allah so high in your heart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remove all the pains that your body can feel. Seriously guys, I didn't feel anything. I used to sit in this room and I used to feel itching in my body, but at that day I couldn't able to feel anything. The body went feelingless. And during when I reciting it, usually the break I take in 3 hours, 2 hours, I take one break. But at that day, even the thought of taking a break itself didn't came to my mind. I only took a break of almost a time where you can take a sip of water, a glass of water, or you can use a washroom. That much amount of break I took during the whole process. The feeling that I had, you need to feel it to believe it, guys. That was all, guys. I shared my experience with you guys, and last night I was reciting Surat Isra, and I encountered a mutashabiya, and the way I memorized it is really easy, and I think a really unique way, and it would be helpful for anyone who is struggling to memorize Juz 15. And not only that, I have also some other mutashabihat that I memorized in a different way. I thought of this thought came to my mind that I should be making videos about it. I shouldn't keep this only to myself. And even some of the subscriber, if I encounter some difficult ayah mutashabiha memorizing it, I ask them and they share with me so unique way to memorize it that anyone, if they memorize it like that, they won't forget it ever in their life. So guys, what do you think of this? Would it be helpful for you? Let me know in the comments, and I can start a series about mutashabihat. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.